Okay, man, so we got a special Bleach Rebirth of Souls trailer today, and it's going to be the systems overview trailer. And I'm excited to see what we see. Hopefully they show us some things that we don't already know, like some more in-depth things about the game modes, and also some more things that we can expect with the online and also the offline capabilities of this game, man. But today's anime question is going to be, what is your favorite game mode or just feature that you see from this trailer at the end, man? Let me know in the comments, and let's go ahead and get into this video. So unfortunately, this is reaction 2 because I accidentally reacted to the Japanese dub trailer. So this whole time I thought they didn't have an English one. So now we'll look at the English one with you. So this isn't live, which sucks for me, but hey, man, we can still look at this. I mean, I've seen this trailer already, so I'll just be honest. I've seen the trailer already. I watched it in Japanese. They didn't really show a whole lot that I didn't see, like, get to experience from the game, and that I didn't talk about in my video that I already talked about with the extra gameplay, if y'all want to go look at that. But we will talk about some key things that we see from this trailer that we did notice. But let's go ahead and see what this looks like, man. With English, because at least I can see the English now.
Where swords clash, strategies shift, and the tide of battle.
Get some nice little shots. It's nice seeing this. This is good. It's good. This is a good breakdown.
Reapers master these techniques to dominate in battle. Let's guide you through.
Getting some good shots, some switch actions. All right, so we got the basic attacks. We talked about this. You got your basic light attacks, like we talked about, rock, paper, scissors, basically setting.
Each action is part of a three-way deadlock.
Yep, three-way deadlock.
To exploit openings and unleash
guard break, breaks through your guard. Got the attacks going through your breakers. Completing the reishi. So the reason why they have the attack, going with the guard is because attacks counter guard. So we got your quick flash combos with your flash, and we got your flash attacks which are slower. So we actually get to see a special one for Mayuri here. You're going to see a grab with Mayuri. He pulls you in with the sword.
At a favorable distance.
Look at Rangiku, got some nice range. Look at that. We saw Mayuri pull somebody in. We also get to see Ichigo, not Ichigo.
Powerful moves that can be unleashed by consuming.
So these are the reverse actions. Of course, we got the white activation. Got the yellow to extend your combos.
Blow away any opponents with a burst reverse.
Blue, good combo break.
Reverse recovers reishi automatically.
And then here's the signature action. That's Udiu's signature action right there. Those arrows in the air.
The tide of battle by extending your combos with
got the Kiko moves. Just did some flash steps,
which evades attacks and strikes your opponent from behind.
And what I'll say about those combos, all you gotta do is just throw R2 at the end of your combo, which you just saw them do with the flash step. If you just like spam square, square, square and add R2, boom, you can follow up right at the end of that with the flash step if you have the reverse meter. Just wanted to note that in there.
Victory, you must complete your opponent's reishi and destroy their entire kompaku.
Yep, we know this already, and this looks like this is automatic.
And you'll unlock the powerful Kiko.
I'm pretty sure if you deplete the erasure to 0, it's an automatic follow-up into your, your soul destruction move.
Executing the Kiko move will be the key to your victory.
Getting to see some new shots on some of these Kiko moves though. Got evolution.
To turn the tide of battle. Fighting spirit builds up as you battle, allowing you to activate the awakening.
This fighting spirit accumulates whether you're winning or losing, also even if you're getting beat up. So this does work. It's a comeback mechanic.
Boost your stats and alter certain characters' actions.
Oh, did they talk about spirit drive?
Heat of battle. Kikon channel is triggered by accumulating more fighting spirit while awakened. This unleashes a more powerful Kikon move, capable of reversing the situation with a single devastating strike.
So that's what spirit drive is. Okay. That is what it is. So as you continue with your fight, you'll get the spirit drive, which allows you to destroy more comeback. Basically, more of the comeback mechanic.
Speed, but also through unique systems that highlight their individuality and appeal. Signature moves can be unleashed.
That was
any gauge.
Yep, that's what we've been talking about. Signature moves are free.
Powerful attack.
We already told you that, but yeah.
Abilities are significantly enhanced during awakening.
Mayuri gets the poison. Hitsugaya can accumulate his cold meter quicker.
You seem fairly strong. I won't hold back.
Another Kiko move. Looks like I'm shooting out some shadows, man. That's what we're seeing, like.
I should take this a bit more seriously.
That is a nice little Kiko move.
What true despair looks
That's the unique interaction that you only get with Ichigo. I think this is a story mode. This is story mode scenes right here. Some good Boston Lord gameplay. It's a nice little Kiko destruction move right there.
In battle mode,
Okay.
Enjoy offline mode for a thrilling match with your friends.
Okay, so
And
this is
in
the
online mode,
PvP.
players from around the world test their pride and skills in intense battles.
Okay.
Experience
And then it
the
looks
journey
like they
of
also
Ichigo
have
Kurosaki
like, so we have the main story and the secret
substitute
story.
Soul Reaper
We already
arc
knew about
to
this.
the conclusion of the Arrancar arc in story mode. Secret story mode delves into the main narrative.
So we see some stuff here with Soy Phone, also Yoichi. Looks like this is like their backstory. And some side episodes. It's like some filler episodes. It's kind of funny. And we have, this looks like Rush Battle from JJK, to be honest with you.
And at the store, you can
Different
get
waves.
customizable items like Kompaku certificates for online play, as well as equipment that provides advantages to help you succeed in battle.
So these are
Additionally,
only, okay,
there are
makes
plenty of
sense.
other
Only for
options
those Rush
available
Battle
to help
kind
you
of.
master the battle and enhance your gameplay.
We gotta look at these options.
The Bleach world comes to life with an array of skills and unique characters.
We'll go back and look at
Every
those
match
options once we finish
intensifies
watching
through
this.
heated reversals. Every exhilarating swing determines victory or defeat. This strikes your soul.
This is
fueling
some
your
nice
drive to
little
fight
Kiko destruction
and win.
moves, man. I'm liking to see it.
Crush
These
you
soul
with
destruction
everything
moves are pretty
I've
nice.
got. Isn't it the same for you?
Once that has been accomplished, we can deal with the rest of you.
And these facial
at our leisure.
expressions are nice, man. We're getting some good expressions.
And I can't allow myself to be beaten by
I don't think we've seen this soul destruction move. That one we just saw Ichigo with his full holification mask.
Bleach Rebirth of Souls releases on March 21st, 2025.
Not too bad. Oh wait, oh, there's more. And this was very surprising. But we got playable characters from 1,000 Year Blood War, man. So we will be getting some playable characters. Early access 1 week soul crystals. Got some costume season pass. Okay, here we go. Now this might be a hot take. This is one of my takes that I have about as far as 1,000 Year Blood War. I talked about this on my stream. I think it's counterproductive to give us a costume for a character for 1,000 Year Blood War and then give us the same character. Because why would they waste that costume? Like why wouldn't they just wait until that character releases for 1,000 Year Blood War? You know what I mean? Why would they give us the costume? So I don't think that means no 1,000 Year Blood War, but I think I'm gonna go with the prediction that it rules out us getting that character for 1,000 Year Blood War. So I'm getting, basically what I'm saying here is I don't think we're going to get a Toshido for 1,000 Year Blood War, and I don't think we're going to get Yoriichi for 1,000 Year Blood War. I think we're just going to get the costume, at least for the first pack. You can let me know in the comments how you feel about that. If you feel like that is a hot take, if you feel like that's wrong. I think we're only going to get the characters that we're not getting costumes of. So I think we have a chance of getting Ichigo. I think we also have a chance of getting Unohana, and I also think we can get like Ukitake, some different characters, but I don't think that we're going to get Toshido or Yoriichi since we see their costumes here. We can also see here whenever they talk about the secret story that it's looking like they're saying that it's going to be explaining like the story from basically the main story from different characters' perspective. So it doesn't seem like it's just going to be that crazy, but there are some side episodes also which describe the daily life. So these are going to be some filler episodes, which I think is pretty cool. Of course, there are some shops, and this is where the soul crystals get used. And see, like, these are just like plates that you can get for fighting, and also just some boosts whenever you're doing some of these missions. Now, I don't really know how these missions are going to work, but I'd have to imagine maybe it's a little bit something similar to maybe how it works in JJK where there's rush battles. Hopefully there's something like maybe where you can go through different hollows and then defeat a boss hollow, or maybe it might just be a boss based mode where you're just going through different bosses and then you gotta, like, you know, equip these different things to make your character stronger. And hopefully there's co-op with this. It'd be really nice. Oh, actually, never mind. Let me stop. What am I saying? This game is only 1v1, so there's not gonna be any co-op. Just discount that I even said that right there. It's gonna be only you, with what it seems like, but hopefully there is a chance for you maybe to have a game mode where you're going up against different hollows and you go up into the levels until you end up fighting, like, maybe like you can maybe fight like a giant hollow or something like that, or a special hollow. I think that'd be pretty cool. And one thing that we were able to confirm, so you see here that we have different music options and things like that as well. Like, I guess you could change, like, you could choose like which music actually gets changed to whenever you're doing your reawakening awakening. This is pretty cool. We also have some battle systems, display audio, language, but we also get to see the control type, and we see the standard controls, because you know there's standard and there's also advanced controls. And it says right here, select a control type from either standard or advanced. And standard, where quick attacks or flash attack is used repeatedly, a Hakugeki will be performed automatically. I'm pretty sure this is basically like them saying that this is automatically going to follow up with like the soul break or the Kikon move. In advance, all control additional inputs is performed manually. And what I'm getting from this is that whenever I was playing the demo, I was playing on the advanced mode because I didn't feel like my controls were automatic. So I think everybody was thinking that it was just going to be a drastic change, but it wasn't really that drastic of a change. Whenever I was playing, things weren't automatic for me. I was doing my inputs on my own to do my quick attacks and also my strong attacks, and I was also doing my flash steps and my combos manually, and also my key cone moves and stuff like that weren't happening automatically. It wasn't, you even saw other people having trouble while they were playing to try to get the key cone moves off. And the workers would have to help them and tell them like, hey, you need to press RT right here so you can actually set up your move. So I know for sure that it seems like I was playing on the advanced mode where things are not automatic. Just wanted to confirm that for y'all. One of the last things I want to talk about from this trailer is some of the stuff they showed of, like, it looks like they showed us some of the heavy attacks of some of these characters and also some signature actions, because they were talking about how these different moves interact different with each other. We can see that looks like that's Uryu's actual, like, one of his heavy attacks. That's actually his flash attack. And we can see the reason why they said that, like, all these things interact with each other differently. They say gaps and strategy. This comes into play as you saw whenever they're going to show the chart. Basically, you have your attack, you have your guard, your breakers. Your attacks beat your breakers because your breakers are slow. So that's how you're able to counter them. Whereas your guard is getting broken by your breakers, whereas your guard is strong versus normal attacks. So that's how they explain it like that. Attack counters breaker, breaker counters guard, guard counters attacks. And we can see here, these are actually seeing some of the special flashes. And we can also even see Ichigo's new outfit. That's pretty cool. We can see the damage on there. But we can see like that there's these different characters. They're going to all have different strong attacks, and they're all going to have unique signature attacks. And that's why I talked about in the trailer, we actually see Mayuri use like a ranged pull-in heavy attack. It's not his signature move, and we'll see here. We're getting to see some different flash combo attacks right here. These are your heavy strikes. We see this is Kenpachi's heavy flash attack, and then whenever we get to see this, we get to see Toshido. They should give us a shot of maybe his special flash attack. Looks like they just showed us Gin actually. That right there, that looked like that's Renji's. We can see a little bit of soy phone here. But the one, like I said, I keep talking about, the one that I thought was the most interesting was definitely Mayuri, because he extends his sword out. And Rangiku actually looked cool as well, because it looks like she's hitting you from a range, and this is looking like whenever she's in her Shikai release, her awakening. So we did see with Rangiku, she has like her, you know, her mist is like sitting in the middle of the map, and it's looking like she's hitting you from a distance. That's pretty cool. These characters all look fine, nothing too crazy. But Rangiku and Mayuri, they look kind of crazy now. They look really cool. See here, look at that. She's not even like that close to him. And then we can see Mayuri pulls Ukiura all the way in. And we see that map. That is also a map. I don't know if we've seen that map before. It's basically the corridor inside Hueco Mundo. And I think those are pretty much all the moves that we needed to see, but I think it's pretty cool how each character is going to have a different and unique strong attack. And I think I talked about this in the video. Some people were saying, you know, about the white reverse being Ichigo's holification. Keep in mind, whenever Ichigo is not in his, if he's not in his Bankai, you're going to get this activation where it actually just has Zangetsu coming out and he'll put his hand on the back, on Ichigo's back. So this doesn't put you into the holification. Holification only happens whenever you're in your Bankai form. But before we get out of here, one thing we had to look at was we had to look at Shunsui's abilities, man, because they actually showed his descriptions and stuff. I actually don't know if there was anything unique here. No, I mean, I think when we look at the his action features, I think they're basically just talking about, you know, different things that we already know. Just them just talking. He wants to impose the rules of unfamiliar opponent and defeat them before they can respond. So this is, you know, pretty cool right here. Basically just his different rules, but we actually got some descriptions. So we see that he's actually an ease of use. He's actually 3 stars. So I mean that's kind of crazy that they're trying to say that, you know, he's that easy to use. We can see that he has a power of, looks like what, 1, 2, power of 3. He has a technique of 4. He has a toughness of 4. His ratio is only 2, meaning that he's not gonna, it doesn't look like he's gonna have that much health. And then his speed is looking like it's going to be 3, so not too bad. All around a good solid character. Now we look at the actual descriptions of the children's game. So once awakened, the effect will occur randomly from 3 different games. You have Demon Game, Take Camp, and Quick Skill Competition at regular intervals. While the effect is active, the competition will be conducted under special rules. So Demon Game, a demon is randomly selected, and when the demon lands an attack, the demon can be transferred to the other party. The child play will end after a certain amount of time has passed, or if the demon is attacked multiple times. While the effect is active, all attacks will not cause spiritual damage, but all damage accumulated at the end of the child play will be given to the last demon. Basically, this seems like tag, basically. There's going to be a demon whenever this starts. what you need to do is, your goal is to hit the opponent, that way you can transfer the demon over to them. Then you probably want to block and then try to hit them multiple times, and they should get that damage at the end. If y'all keep switching back and forth, the way this game works is, the demon is going to get switched over to a different person, whoever lands the attacks. The damage isn't going to happen while you're doing this, it's going to accumulate. Either when the time runs out, or when the person that is the demon gets hit multiple times, all that damage that is accumulated over the time of the game is going to go to the person that is the last demon. So this is basically meaning you want to block, get the demon to somebody else, and then try to wait for the opening to hit them so they don't get the transfer back to you. This is a pretty cool, especially depending on how long this is, this could be like a lot of damage that gets done. The next one is going to be a camp. Basically camp. A camp will appear with the camp catcher field for a certain amount of time. Spiritual particles will decrease while the opponent is outside of the range of the camp. This one basically kind of seems like a King of the Hill type of thing, basically, where there's going to be like a certain circle, and you need to go inside the circle. If you're not inside the circle, your ratio is going to deplete. Basically what this is going to do is reduce your health if you're not inside that little area. This is going to force the opponents to go into one small area and fight. This is pretty cool. I think this is going to be a very powerful ability, and it kind of, you know, works a little bit against both people, especially if you're playing with a character that is really good at zoning and doesn't like to be up close. This game is going to be very interesting, and it doesn't seem like you can pick this. It seems like it's random. If you can pick this, you're going to get to be very strategic with Shunsui. And the last one is going to be, I think the last one, what is this one called? The quick skill competition, which I think actually one of my subscribers actually put something in the comments about this, thinking it might be this. The first side to land an attack after the signal to start a quick competition will be given to the winner. The winning side will gain an attack power boost effect until the next child play begins. If the attack lands before the signal start is given, the opponent will lose. So that's kind of crazy. It's going to pop up an indicator telling you to do something, and you have to wait for it to start and then be the first one to land an activation. If you do it too early, you automatically lose. It doesn't look like you actually take any damage from this. All it is, this one just gives you an attack power boost, and does say that the next one. So this is going to change out periodically throughout the match. So this is going to be an extremely powerful awakening, man. But this is really, I love this. I love the creativity they did with this. This is really cool, man. I'm not gonna lie, this might be like one of my favorite awakenings that I've seen. I don't think Shunsui is gonna be one of my mains, but like people that play with him are definitely gonna be satisfied. This is amazing. Great job. I appreciate what they did with this character. This is amazing. Great job. But yeah, that's gonna be all we're gonna talk about, man, for today's video, man. Let me know in the comments how y'all felt about them actually giving us the system overview. Do you feel like you understand the game a lot more now that they actually showed you some visual, you know, representation of the things that, you know, I talked about in my video? Didn't really find out much new for me personally watching this, besides the spirit drive, knowing for sure that mainly all that does is basically just increase the amount of Konpaku that you can destroy, more of, you know, the stuff with the comeback technique. We didn't really see anything about the sublimation, but I'm having to believe this is probably just more stack-ons of like the spirit drive, where it just allows you to destroy more Konpaku, man, and maybe get more of your, you know, your spiritual energy back faster. But let me know in the comments how y'all felt about this video. What was one of your, you know, favorite things that you're actually able to see from this trailer, like one of your favorite features? And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and comment your comments down below. And I hope I'll see y'all in the next video, man. We up.